Okay. So, all right.
Turn everything up.
Yeah.
Maybe blow my nose on.
Well, oh. Josh is blowing his nose.
Hope it's working. I got
Do, re, mi.
the ring.
The Ring, the movie,
Oh, there it goes.
had me in the corner.
Blowing your nose.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna. Oh, that's not right.
Show's over.
Yeah. We're starting 20 minutes late and ending 40 minutes early.
All right. I guess let's start this. Go ahead. Hey, welcome to episode
47.
47 of Stuck in Beta.
Episode screw up of Stuck in Beta.
Well, yeah.
20 minutes late.
Little did we know the iPad wasn't going to be our problem today.
No.
Yeah, we had like that update going through. We're like getting down to the wire.
2 minutes left to showtime, and
Yeah.
it's like 10% finished. Yeah.
Facebook failed us.
Facebook is failing
My
us
mic
today.
up?
I hear you.
You want it up? Crank it up.
All right. How's it now? Good. Yeah.
Sexy sounds.
All right.
Okay. I'm
Introduce
Greg.
yourself.
You're Josh, and you're Josh.
Yep, I am.
Hey.
Hey, it's the first time we've all three been together in a while.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
4 years.
It's only been
6
2 weeks.
months. And
I wasn't
7
here
days.
last week, but I was here the week before.
Yeah.
Vacations, man. You got to take them.
Yeah.
5th of July. So yesterday was the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I sense in your you're gonna fit right into this old man segment.
Oh,
that we're
yeah.
about
You
ready
know
to
I
have here.
am. I'm an old man.
You know I am. So,
Tell you what.
I tell you what.
man, 4th of July. So
Don't get me wrong. I love Independence Day. Enjoyed watching the PBS PBS special of the 4th of July at the Capitol. That was cool. Yeah, it was neat.
Well, so
The Four Tops were there. They sang.
Four Tops.
Yeah, they
That's
were awesome. Beach Boys. Help me run.
Sugar
Really?
Yeah.
pie, honey bun.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
John Stamos was the drummer on the show.
for the Beach Boys.
Yeah,
he's
and he was the MC of the show. He
Oh,
was like,
really?
yeah, he was the guy. He was the host.
Did he sing a couple of the songs?
He
that
did.
on
Well, no,
Full House?
he was doing the Beach Boy drummer thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think he.
Get her out of my heart.
Yeah.
Help me.
So, with it being on a Tuesday, for people that work, man, it's
Hey,
not fun.
I
Maybe that's
work.
what it was.
I was given the 3 days off. I was given Monday off and Wednesday off. Say, here you go. Have a good 4th.
Well, I was given Tuesday off, and that was it.
That's a holiday.
And well, yeah.
It's not like you were given that. God gave it to you.
God.
Well, okay, we'll not get into semantics about the actual
Semantics.
whatever. It was Monday night. We did our 4th
Yeah.
of July celebration.
Well, yeah. What was I doing?
Painting.
I was buying paint.
We're gonna get to that in a little bit.
Yeah, so we just got together. We hung out. We didn't even shoot any fireworks. We just hung out,
Watch all the rednecks do them.
There was some of that. Yeah.
barbecue.
But I
drank,
don't live
and-
by any rednecks though.
Oh, right. Yeah, you live in Hillsborough.
No, yeah. Didn't see any grass that didn't need cutting.
Huh?
Anyway.
Okay.
Good story.
Didn't see anyone's
So-
car pulled up on lawn.
Oh well, yeah. That's.
Hell, I do that near your lawn. What are you talking about?
I know. When you come over, people always go, "Oh, look at that guy over there," but it's my good friend that loves to pull up on my. I got a driveway.
I'm not going to block you and Molly. I don't know if Molly needs
You
to
just
leave.
park in the parallel park in the cul-de-sac. You don't have to
It's fine.
park in the yard.
like you got
So
grass
4th of
growing.
July was yesterday. Independence Day.
Independence Day.
Day of coming together.
Jackson, we went to dinner when we got back in town, and Jackson goes, "Do other countries have the 4th of July?"
Every country has a
Yeah.
I said, "Think about your question, Jackson, and how you asked it." Oh, do they celebrate the 4th of July?
If they're independent, I guess.
Yeah,
they
right.
have their own Independence Day.
Right. Anyway, get back to your damn story.
Well, I don't know what yours is involving, but
Go ahead. We'll just...
Is
hey,
this
we
an,
should-
is
we
this
should-
one of the old man rants?
We should throw out a disclaimer that
Oh,
we haven't...
damn.
I think a dog just
uh,
attacked a
Tried
phone.
to
yeah.
kill himself.
We'll throw out a disclaimer that we're gonna sound like old men in this episode.
Well,
for
Greg
at
is
least-
40.
Yeah, I know. Boy, is he showing every bit of that lately with all his
Oh.
griping and
He had to buy Viagra.
fist shaking. But I'm gonna jump on board with that this week. And I have 3 things.
So I
3 things.
look. I'm a fan of watching the fireworks and all that.
Like to blow shit up.
I've grown out. I've pretty much grown out of the shooting of them. I'm kind of like, I could do it or not. It doesn't really do anything for me.
Spend my money on better things.
Exactly, like alcohol. We are, and even like a couple years ago, with some friends, we tried to shoot something in the middle of the cul-de-sac here, and the old man on the corner is like, "What are you doing? You're gonna burn my roof on fire!" And he like really chewed us out, in old man speak. And I'm like, this old man, he's so cranky and all that.
That was 2 years ago, and now you're there.
Yeah, now
you
I'm
guys
there.
are both on the porch rocking in your.
So the dogs, I don't know how your dogs are during fireworks and all that. Most Chance is we've got 3 dogs. One is terrified of lightning and of course fireworks. Same way, she goes like ballistic, scared, shaking, and running back
She's
and forth.
such a laid back dog anyway.
Oh yeah, I know. She's not high strung at all.
No, not at all.
Well, pretty much all of them were kind of a little upset because it was constantly going or not knowing what to think. Well, we went to bed and we had to pill Lulabelle, which is the most messed up one.
Does she
It was
fall asleep?
literally about 12:30, 1 in the morning,
Jeez.
and they were still shooting fireworks. I mean, come on.
We've had it that bad in our neighborhood before, but it wasn't that bad this year. I don't know if I was just so tired from painting to not notice it, but it didn't seem as bad this year.
It was just too much. I'm like, come on.
You're gonna kill your dad.
I'm 40. Stop your damn fireworks.
Yeah.
I couldn't. You can't really. What are you gonna do though?
Yeah,
what do you do in that?
You can't call the
situation?
cops because they're not going to do anything.
They're not because I'm not gonna go out there and investigate where the actual noise is coming from.
And most towns actually have an ordinance now that say it's permissible on the 4th of July or some window of days for New
But
Year's
to
Eve.
to a certain time.
Yeah,
you
I think
is acceptable.
Crystal City, I think, was like 10:30 or 11 was the latest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That was my issue.
So mine was basically the same thing. Like you and I, we grew up like loving fireworks. Like we went out. I remember we would
too.
scrap together when we were teenagers. We would scrape together every dollar we could and go spend $10-20 on random things.
Yeah,
and then like come up with more money and go do the same thing. And we looked forward to it. Like whenever the tents and everything would open, we were like, oh yeah, or we'd see them, going up and couldn't wait until they opened. But as time went on, and we just got more and more like, I'd rather watch them.
Yeah, that's
Well,
a lot of
I
money.
have somehow like advanced past. I'd rather watch them to. I just don't really care for them at all. Like,
You hate America.
no, that's not it at all. But I guess it's because of that, just the constant, in my front yard, and it's in my cul-de-sac and everything, and hearing the people go, "Oh, I spent $1,500."
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh man, it drives me
Hey,
crazy.
you want to come see my display?
Well, and from the time that we were all younger to now, man, my voice sounds awesome. This cold is
You
like
got the jazzy, sexy voice.
the fireworks have gotten exponentially stronger since
Oh,
we
yeah,
were little. I mean, I almost burnt my parents' house down more than I would probably say 2 times, and maybe a neighbor's house once or twice as well, because of the 4th of July. Now I couldn't imagine.
Oh man, it's you hear these things go off, and I don't even know how far away they
rattle
are.
in
It
windows.
sounds like a cannon.
Yeah.
You can feel it in the house with everything closed. It's like, boom.
Well, and then you go to make your own arsenal of explosions and with sparklers and
Oh yeah.
don't do that.
I looked out the window yesterday. So I got 3 boys. My oldest son, who is a lot like Josh was at his age.
Pyromaniac.
No. He is a lot like what you are now.
Oh.
He's kind of an old man. You know
Okay,
this. He
yeah.
goes to bed early. And
Yeah, sure.
He's like, I don't get fireworks. I don't. He's so, and it's funny. He just sounds like an old man griping about fireworks and stuff. But
It's awesome.
my youngest is so into it, and so he begged me to go out and get some fireworks. I'm like, okay, I'm only going to spend $10. Well, that didn't buy anything, so I spent 20. Got a gross of bottle rockets. And I mean,
For $20?
No.
more than that.
I got other stuff, but I got a gross of bottle rockets. So, and the first night, he had a friend over. It was a little over a week ago, and we're out in the cul-de-sac, and he's shooting them off, and we got parental supervision, and he's being totally safe about it. And so yesterday, he's like, can I go out and shoot some off? I'm like, sure. So I hear these things going off and everything, but they sounded muffled. So I look out the window, and he's taking the bottle, or he's got a bottle, and he's shooting bottle rockets into the bottle.
Sure.
Yeah,
So-
you gotta do that.
You gotta do that. You gotta put it into a bucket of water. You gotta light it in your hand and throw it just at the right minute so it doesn't burn your your hands.
But they were doing that too.
The best is blowing up fruit and stuff, where you
With an M80 or-
explode. Yeah.
Well, and then it's inevitable they get burned. So my middle son comes in and grabs some ice out of the freezer. I'm like, yeah, I already know what's going on.
What happened? Nothing.
Nothing. And I waited, and I look out.
Dad, we got an olive plant.
Yeah.
They're blowing this bottle up, and I can see it. It's continuing to crack. It's being held together by the label or what.
Glass bottle or plastic
Glass.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I'm like, finally, I'm like,
shards
bad
going
bad idea. So I open the door and yell at them, and they're like, what?
It's amazing how stupid kids
Yeah.
can be.
And I go, and I hollered at him, and then I said, and don't try to make me think you didn't burn yourself already.
Right.
And he goes, I didn't.
I was thirsty.
I put that in the bottle. Come on, you didn't put the ice cube in the
It
bottle.
doesn't fit
Yeah.
through the. Yeah,
But anyway, that's my gripe about
I
it.
remember
And-
always the old coffee cans.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
now they're all plastic,
Yeah.
but you take those, and those would make
really loud.
extra
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah.
You guys remember jumping jacks? I'll tell
Oh.
my one 4th of
And they're
July.
unpredictable.
Yeah.
They're cool, but
So, what we would do is we would take a pack of them, light them, hold them in your hand until the fuse got just to where it was going to start lighting off the first one, and chuck the pack of whatever it was, 8 or 9 of 8 or
Yeah.
10, up in the air, and they'd all take off in the air just crazy different directions, right? Well, my problem was I was standing entirely too close to our house when I did this, and my mom and dad's house they had like evergreen bushes in front of their house, landscaping, and at least one of those damn things, probably 2 or 3, went into one of those evergreen bushes, and evergreen loves to burn.
Yeah.
Man, smoke started billowing out of that damn
my
thing.
God.
It was like we found a new pope. I mean, it was just white smoke just billowing out of that thing. Flames started shooting up. We're hitting the top of the roof. I had to run around the house, get the water hose. Yeah, it was a big disaster.
Oh, man.
It was awful. Hey, you want to try something fun?
what's that?
Can you hook your phone up to the podcast? So Annette's family ran a fireworks stand for the better part of 15 to 20 years here in the area, and yeah, call Annette and ask her the price of some random firework and see if she knows. I'm willing to bet she knows.
I can call through this.
Okay. So is that your only grandpa story?
Oh yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah, it's just amazing how it has evolved from the point that I was just ready to spend every last dollar that I had when I was like 16
Oh yeah,
years old.
I was the same way, man. I was the exact. Did you hear about? I'm sure you did. The one fireworks stand over by Pius and Crystal was robbed at gunpoint.
Yeah, I did
Holy
see that.
crap! Which
They probably got a ton of cash, right?
Exactly. Well, I mean, everybody has debit cards now, and everybody takes debit cards, so that probably cut down on some of the cash.
Yeah.
But man alive,
Yeah.
you would have a crap ton of cash.
I don't see your number in here.
All right, here, I'm going to give you hand signals.
Oh, jeez.
Or I'll just type it in. So do you have another...
I had nothing. So I guess it was that it was on a weeknight and we had to go back to work. That was part of it. I didn't really think about too much, but I don't know. I guess I just have kind of grown tired of it. The whole fireworks celebration. And,
Take the audio out of here, or you got it?
No, I got it.
Okay.
and once you see one, you've kind of seen them all. Normally, there's not a whole lot of difference.
Okay, you hear that?
Yep.
Are you hearing? I'm not hearing it through your headphones.
I hear it.
Do you?
Hello?
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 Hey.
Is it going through the headphones?
I don't hear it through the headphones. Hey, you're on air.
Hey, hold on
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on one sec. Talk. Say something.
What do you want to talk about?
Okay, hold on. You're not through
Hang
the
on, you're not.
headphones.
Technical difficulties. This has been the best
Worst show ever.
It's not the... Jeez. Hey, I got it set.
I don't think you're plugged in.
I am plugged in.
Just move your microphone down.
Oh, see, there's this in here. I didn't know there was a setting here. Okay, say something now.
Say what?
Oh, jeez! Wow.
There you
Welcome
are.
to the show.
Now you're loud.
Thanks.
Okay.
So
Josh has a
I
question.
told the guys that your mom and dad ran a fireworks stand for 15 years or better, and we wanted to see if you remember any prices of fireworks.
Okay, like prices now or prices then?
Then, from when they had the stand, of course, not now.
Okay.
So go ahead, guys. Ask her random.
Well, I thought, okay, like how much was like your normal shells? Like
Like artillery shells?
exactly.
A box of 12 of them was, so our fireworks stand was buy one, get one free. So, actually at that time they've gotten a lot cheaper, but at that time they were, I want to say 25, and then that was for two.
What about a gross of bottle rockets?
Depends on the brand. If they were
there's-
Black Cat, they were more expensive.
Well, come on, give it
I
to
could-
me.
Well,
The
Black
Black
Cat.
Cat ones were like $3.50 a gross. The other ones were $2.99, but those were not buy one get one free.
Whistling Travelers.
They were sold by the dozen.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Jumping Jacks.
At the time, they were jumping jacks for like 25 cents a package, 50 cents because it was, yeah.
So prices have gone up.
Yes.
How much of a markup
But I
was
see
there?
signs. I see signs for artillery shells for like $2.99. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, it's probably like one, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust those. You shoot
Yeah.
those off, they'll end up in your garage.
Unless it's like two of them instead of like 12.
Right.
You know.
What was the margin on
Which
those
could be.
on most of the fireworks?
Oh, ridiculous. Like upwards of 75% up.
Oh, I would
Or
say
more.
way more than that.
Oh,
Probably
man.
80, 85. Depends on what it was.
That's freaking nuts.
Because, like, what would your dad get a gross of bottle rockets for?
Now, see, the markup on those weren't as much because those were like, everybody came for bottle rockets. He would pay probably, like 90 cents, I think.
Yeah, so
I
that's
mean, it's still,
400%.
Yeah, selling for $3.50.
Yeah, so that's just bottle rockets. So everything else is more than that. So
Right.
it's, I mean, like I told you, it's unbelievable, the markup.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And most of that stuff
It
then,
is. That's why I don't buy. That's why I don't buy fireworks now. I refuse.
most of that stuff then was all cash, like we were talking
Yeah.
about. So if somebody came to rob you, man, you were screwed.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
were
yeah.
screwed. Now, I mean, everybody has debit and credit cards. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. Well, thanks for our trivia contest.
Yeah. Thanks for
All right.
keep on listening.
Yeah, long time listener.
Well, I can't because at our house right now there's no electronics, so I can't.
Oh. Well, okay. We'll keep on painting. All right.
Okay.
Have fun. We'll see you.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so I mean, her family, and she could talk about it. I remember the summer I helped them when I was dating her. It was unbelievably hot, like 100 degrees plus. Mm-hmm. And it was freaking miserable in the tent. It was unbelievably miserable. Horrible.
Oh, those tents were awful,
Yeah, no airflow. It was horrible.
man.
Sweatiest 2 weeks of your life, man.
Swamp.
Talk
Earned that
swamp
cash
ass.
though.
Yeah. So, yeah, I painted for the last day and a half.
That's not fun.
Six
This is old
No,
man.
it's
Continuation of
torture.
old
Here's
man
the
talk
thing:
here.
you just got home from your
Yeah,
vacation
I did,
at the
too.
lake,
Yeah.
and
Got home, went to dinner at Tyrama, and let's go look at paint. And came home with a gallon. And
what?
Good thing your wife's no longer listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
And
Hang up.
no, we've painted over 6 gallons of paint in the last day and a half.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's been
Wow.
a blast. Went from coffee house brown to Chip and Joanna gray.
Oh no, really? Is it really called that?
No, it's
What is
I
that?
don't remember what
Gaines?
it's called. Yeah, Joanna Gaines, Chip and Joanna Gaines, Waco, Texas. No, but I told you before the show, I made possibly the best purchase I've ever made at Lowe's.
Okay.
I think it was $5, $4.95, something like that. So we use an edger when we do edging
Yeah.
around like where the wall meets the ceiling, and we have really tall ceilings in our house. We have vaulted ceilings, and the highest point is a good 12 or 14 foot tall. I'm like, man, this is gonna suck. I don't want to have to get up there with an extension ladder and use that stupid edger. I've got to find an edger that'll go on a pole, on a stick. So I found one. And then the one next to it had a swiveling, articulating mount. So I can stand on the floor and move that thing down the wall. I can edge a good 6 or 8 feet standing in one position, and that damn stick tilts on that edger.
Oh, okay.
Best $5 I've spent.
Wow.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
So you didn't have to get on a ladder?
I did to get the highest peak,
Huh.
yeah. But beyond that, I did not have to get out the extension ladder. I got just a regular 6 foot
Right.
folding ladder.
Cool.
Yeah. No, best money I spent. Paint is ridiculously expensive, though.
Yes.
Probably a huge
Yes.
margin on that too.
Probably. Well, Lowe's had a good deal going where you buy a gallon, you get $10 off on a gift card, or $10 back on
$10
a
gift card.
Yeah. So we did that.
They're always coming up with something new with paint. You notice that?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
It's
The new technology.
new technology.
Yeah. It's almost like inside each droplet of paint is a little android that can change the color whenever
Now
sunlight hits
you
it,
get it,
you know?
yeah. You get it to where I can control the color on my phone.
That's
Ooh.
the
I'll buy that.
that's
shit.
the last amount of paint. That's the thing. Someone needs to
Let's
invent that. Little
I'm sure
bitty
we can.
Like LED,
Yeah.
they're a tiny little LED.
Yeah.
LEDs
Why
or
not?
little tiny robots or whatever it takes.
Because I'll tell you what,
Maybe wallpaper.
there's no reason on God's green earth that a gallon of paint should cost me $35.
Yeah, I know. It's gone way up. I remember
No.
gallons of paint used to be like $15.
Yeah,
$15 to $20.
it's
Back in
stupid.
my-
Back in my, see, old man sick. This is, God, this show has evolved into just
Well,
Old
Greg is
man
40.
or-
man.
Craig is 40.
You're gonna be there in like a year
2
and a
years.
half.
Yeah,
Whatever.
So,
you say
I-
2 years. You got like
it'll
yeah,
be a year in November.
yeah. So that is
a
not
year and
2
a half.
years.
Calm
I,
down,
I
Grandpa.
spent all of last week and my vacation redoing my kitchen.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
More old man
it was
segment.
tough, man. It was really tough. It was
What was the hardest part?
redoing so we painted our cabinets from
Yeah.
the oak or whatever color that they were to white.
Okay.
And we bought a kit,
Yep.
and the kit
Like 3 steps?
Yeah, you did
Yep,
that.
yep.
And the kit
Take the doors off, wash them down.
did all that
yeah.
stuff, but it said that it only required 2 coats of paint. And after 2 coats, it still looked like crap. We could see all
Really?
the brush marks, and we could some of the wood color was bleeding through.
Really?
It took 4 freaking coats
Holy
of paint.
cow.
So that took a lot.
That got
of
expensive.
time. Well, we did have to go back and get some more paint, and it took a lot of time. They turned out great, though. They look beautiful.
They do look nice.
The one cool thing that happened was, so through the entire process, we did that. We got new appliances. We did.
Now it's time to put your house on the market and move,
Oh, I
right?
know, man. This thing could be worth something. It really, I think, increased our
Kitchen.
value,
They say
for sure. I know.
kitchen improvements is
Yeah.
the one thing that'll. Yeah.
So one thing that I was, my wife always has wanted is a tile backsplash, like a subway tile. And I've never.
She's been watching HGTV
Yeah, I know.
too.
Yeah,
everyone
that?
wants
Well,
Subway tile. on
I
those shows.
signed
Subway.
up for,
I like Subway tile.
I
think it's
signed up
cool.
for Sling back at the beginning. We've talked about this. Ever since we've had that, we've had HGTV, so we're watching all kinds of this stuff. Oh, we should do that. Oh, that looks really good. Oh, we should change it to
Yeah,
So
that's
I
got me
like-
wanting to knock down a wall in my house.
Yeah.
That channel is garbage TV. Not that it is garbage. It's just shit you throw on that when you don't really need to pay attention. You know.
Yeah.
But if you do pay
But
attention,
then you're walking through the room. You're like, whoa, wait, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Hey,
my house
hey, we
looks
need
like
this.
crap.
I can do that.
We need this.
So
yeah.
outdated.
look, they're
Yeah.
dumbasses like we are. They can do it. we
Yeah,
can do
exactly.
Yeah.
So she wanted me to do this backsplash subway tile, and as the week went on, and we realized that the painting of the cabinets ended up taking multiple days, and I
Yeah.
started running out of time. So as we got towards the end of the week, I was getting kind of stressed. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. So on my son's baseball team, one of the dads does that for a living.
Oh, cool.
She's like, so why don't I contact him, see what he can do? I said, yeah, no problem. You know, she's like, are you sure you don't mind somebody coming in and doing it? I'm like, no, I have no
What she was
problem
really
with
saying
that.
is, are you going to be okay paying for this?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she knows I'm a DIY kind of guy, but there are plenty of
Oh, I
things.
thought
that-
you were going to say tight ass.
yeah, both.
That too.
But if it's a professional, like we
Sure.
talked about the tree
Yep.
removal and
Yep.
all that stuff, I don't have any problem with. So she contacts the guy. He comes out and he looks at it and he goes, "Well, normally for a job like this, I would charge this amount, but since I know you guys and everything, I'm gonna cut you a break." I'm like, oh, okay, great. And
$12,000.
no, it's
Much cheaper.
I won't say
Yeah,
that amount
no,
because
yeah, right.
it's very reasonable, and I would gladly pay him more. But on our way out, he's walking through my garage, and I just kind of was half joking, but kind of curious. I'm like, hey, you don't know anybody who's looking for some old appliances, do you? Because I kept my old appliances when they delivered the new ones with the
Sure.
intent that I was just gonna maybe use them on another investment property, or I don't know. I was like, I'll hang on to them rather than just have Home Depot.
Because they worked.
They work. They were fine. They're totally fine. They're 12 years old. They looked fine. No damage or anything like that. I just didn't feel right giving them to Home Depot. And I was like, well, I could sell them or whatever. So he looks at it. He takes one look at him and he's like, these? You're getting rid of these? Like, yeah. He goes, my wife's been on me to get a new oven for our lake house. And I'm like, well, there you go. We don't, we don't have any need for these. He goes, I'll do your work for you straight up.
Wow.
Sold.
Nice.
So he's at my house actually probably still right now. He's finishing up this evening and he's going to take those
Wow.
appliances with him.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah, I couldn't be happier. And the appliances are probably worth a little bit more than what, or I don't know.
So
I mean,
what?
Yeah, I'm totally
Yeah.
so
it was
excited
just
about
junk
it.
to you.
And
Yeah.
on top of that, I went out and bought a tile saw, and I bought all this stuff. And he came in that first night, and when he went to look at the job, and he's like, "Take all that stuff back." I took
Cool.
like $200 worth of tools back that
Cool.
I purchased
Yeah.
to do this job, and he's there. I mean, he was laying them out like
Yeah.
nothing, and it was just, I was just.
It would've taken you
beside
twice
me.
or three times as long.
I'd still
Yeah.
be working on it. It's beautiful. It's amazing.
Cool.
I can't wait till it's done. So, just a kind of a lesson for me, and I know for all of us that sometimes it's just worth it just to spend that
Yeah.
little bit of money.
I
to
like-
get a true professional to do that.
I like doing tile.
Oh,
That-
yeah.
The tile in my basement on the floor, my dad and I did all of that ourselves. It's not hard.
I've done floor tile. I did Greg's bathroom here, but
It's just
not
time
hard.
consuming.
It is time
And I
consuming.
helped.
But with it being subway tile, and
Yeah.
I knew it had to look pretty
Just right.
pristine, and there was such tiny, fine grout lines. I was really apprehensive about it.
Yeah.
And the way that it had to cut around all the light sockets and all that. I mean, those were really small cuts, and
Yeah.
he was whipping them out like it was.
Huh.
Nothing.
Well, yeah, somebody that does it every day
Right.
versus yeah.
So,
What you got?
you want to, well, apparently we're going to play some. So, I've got a beer and a snack here.
Woohoo!
So let me. I'm kind of delaying. There we go.
Cashews, almonds, macadamia nuts, lilac, pecans too.
We got another snack that is veiled in secrecy, Josh.
It's not really a
They usually
secret. I
are.
just. So this beer here that I have.
Beer here.
Beer here.
Beer here.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
beer here.
Yeah. Well, it's from Yeehaw Brewing Company in Tennessee. It is Velvet Charmer. It is a strong.
That's my stripper name.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You're the Velvet Charmer.
I'm
huh?
the Velvet Charmer.
I heard about you.
Yeah. Everybody has.
This is a strong Scotch style ale.
Hey, just the kind of beer I like,
And it's
too.
9%.
9%.
Whew.
So
Hey, that's a good one.
It's got Elvis on it.
That's good.
With a skull.
Where's this from?
From Yeehaw Brewing out of Tennessee. Let me find Johnson City, Tennessee.
Johnson City. That's in a song. That's in a...
Whoa.
Is it an Elvis song?
No, it's in...
Oh, man.
Who does Chicken Fried?
I did not expect that.
That is the something. Oh, jeez.
Johnson City.
Did you try it yet, Greg?
The band, something. Jeez. Every country fan is
Chicken
like,
fried.
that's definitely so and so.
Yeah. We're idiots. Anyway, I've tried it. It's... My taster's off, but I don't... It's not bad.
It was just a lot stronger than I thought it
Well,
would be.
9%?
Yeah.
Hell, man.
Zach Brown Band.
Yeah, there you go. Zach Brownman. Johnson City, Tennessee is referenced in one of their songs. It may
Oh, yeah?
even be Chicken Fried. Yeah, click somewhere else. I don't really care to pay attention.
So, we've got
Oh my.
some potato chips.
Did chips here? Did chips?
Chips,
Who
yeah.
is chips?
Chips. We love chips. We got some Kettle brand potato chips. These are maple bacon flavor.
I love kettle chips.
I do too.
But you hate bacon, so
I don't
reminiscent.
enjoy bacon.
It was reminiscent of an old Beer 30 episode.
Man, I'm telling you what. Oh shit, I gotta
you
quit
what.
saying that. I can't do that when I
get
drink.
your snotty fingers on.
I know, I'm not. Oh man, I got another story too. This, I compliments to the chef. Compliments to the chef tonight because this is an outstanding pairing. A Scotch ale and bacon
And bacon.
and maple.
This is wonderful.
Good pairing.
Eh.
So it's got a picture of pancakes and bacon on it, but I really don't know if I don't know. I don't get the maple.
If I didn't know any better,
don't-
I think they were just like barbecue chips.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree
a
completely.
little spicy for you, huh?
No, the spice doesn't really ring home anything in particular to me, but it's not bad.
No, not bad at all.
Like I said, kettle chips, I can eat that whole bag.
Yeah, me too.
So, do you guys remember Cass potato chips?
Yeah.
KAS.
ASS, yeah, vaguely.
So, there's this rumor. Remember their barbecue chips? So I don't know if it's a St. Louis thing, Cass potato chips, or
Could be.
I think it was St. Louis company. Came with 2 twin bags in there. I heard that Old Vienna, which is also a St.
Yep.
Louis company,
They've got the pork steak flavored potato.
yeah, they make a barbecue flavor that is the exact same recipe.
Oh, really?
They're like Ozark barbecue chips or whatever.
Huh. You know, I have not seen the pork steak flavored.
No, I don't know if it's like a limited time seasonal thing.
Could
or
be.
what.
These aren't bad, and the beer is pretty good.
The last one that I just had a little bit more of a syrup, maple syrup flavor. So
Yeah.
Guess what I'm doing Friday morning at about probably 2 in the morning.
Is this appropriate for this
Yeah.
show?
Uh-huh.
2 in the morning. I don't know.
Starting up the smoker and throwing a pork shoulder on.
Oh, yeah?
You almost rhymed there.
Did I?
Yeah. Starting up the smoker and putting on a shoulder.
Yeah.
That's not that good.
No, it's not. No, smoking a pork shoulder and like 3 chickens for a friend.
Sounds good.
What?
I don't know. It's just like, oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That's
Well, I mean, it would have been great if you just, hey, why don't you guys come over?
No, can't do that. It's not my food. You can watch me smoke.
What good is that?
Sit around, drink beer. But it's during the day on Friday. Yeah. You got a problem there? What else we talking
No
about?
problem at all. Hey, I saw Despicable Me 3. While everyone was watching fireworks, I went to the $5 movie day
Did ya?
yesterday.
Last night?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Saw Despicable Me 3.
How was it?
We went during the day. Check out the line about noon. I think it was about 1 or so. And the line was out the building.
Really?
And
Is it newly released or?
yeah, it just
Yeah.
came out like
This week, wasn't it?
yeah, I think so. So we went there on around 7. We went to the 7:30 show. We were like I think there were 6 people in the entire theater. Yeah, everyone was watching fireworks, I guess.
Yeah.
And we got out at 9, and we were able to see everything shooting.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
But yeah, it was actually a pretty funny movie. The villain on it, I'm sure you've seen the trailers and all that, is played by Trey Parker of South Park. He's a 80s. He's
Oh, that's
he's
right.
like a kid who was like an 80s TV star, and then he grew up, and now he's like this super villain or
yeah,
whatever.
everything's 80s themed.
Everything's 80s. They have a lot of 80s music in it. Everything he does is 80s. He's got big
So,
old shoulder pads.
Right? You probably struck a chord with this villain.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Well, no, I
Like
wasn't.
your
as-
homie.
He had a big old mustache.
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 Hey, look. Those chips are certified gluten-free.
Thank God,
I know.
because I don't do gluten. So I'm supposed to be seeing. Mike says see Baby Driver.
No, I am not seeing Baby Driver.
Why? It's an Edgar Wright movie.
No.
So I like everything Edgar Wright has done, and I want to see that movie too. But I don't know what do you have against it?
I saw the previews. It does not look good to me.
That's so you're just taking your own opinion
Yeah.
of not seeing it over everyone else's opinion that have seen it that have said it's amazing.
Yes,
Okay,
because I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense.
So you gonna go
Okay.
see Spider-Man?
I'm
Spider-Man.
going this either Thursday or Friday. Can't wait.
What are the reviews like on
We're
it so
going-
far?
I don't know.
We're going Saturday.
You're purposefully ignoring
I'm avoiding it.
Oh,
yes,
jeez.
I don't
Here
want
we
to see
go.
it.
I don't know anything about it other than what I remember from.
Iron Man's in it.
Shut
What
up!
was that?
Spoilers.
Wasn't there a scene somewhere where it showed him like was it?
Well, Civil War. He was
Oh,
in
yeah,
Civil
yeah,
War,
yeah,
and
that's
that's
what
kind
it
of the prelude to it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know anything about it.
Well, I'm excited that they're finally putting Spider-Man in the universe of Marvel, which because
Nerd
I
alert.
like the
Yeah, exactly.
Tobey Maguire, the first and second one. Third one was kind of not that great.
Which one was the third one? Is that the Sandman?
It is the one with Sandman
Yeah, that wasn't that
and
good.
Topher Grace is Venom.
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. And he had that whole Struttenstein where he's
Yeah.
it was not a good movie. But this one, I have high hopes for it.
Hi.
High hopes. So you want to talk about some pop culture
Sure.
stuff? Man,
Can't wait.
my mouth got to stop with the.
Whatever.
You're sitting next to this guy too long.
I know.
Hell, I haven't been here. Oh man. Is this new theme music?
It's now time for the pop culture segment.
Thanks for listening to last week's show.
Yeah, you
I
jerk.
was on a boat, man. I'm on a
It's
boat.
not like it's live and gone forever.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I know.
I don't dwell
Don't
on
you
the
subscribe and get the thing that pops
I don't
up?
dwell on the past.
Dwell.
Okay.
Is that what people do that don't catch something live? They dwell.
Yeah.
Dwellers. So, this week, I would like to talk.
I'm trying. I really am.
Water toys. Water toys.
Water toys.
Water toys. The water toys of our youth.
Super Soaker, let me guess.
Yes.
I
Now,
love Super Soakers, man.
You got a hanger, buddy.
Oh, damn it.
man,
Thanks for outing me on the damn podcast.
so you know what's funny is water guns, back in the day, they were just crappy little
Yeah.
shooter ones, but they also had those battery powered ones, which you got, like I got one and I thought, oh, this will be so cool, but it was just as crappy. It just shot it out automatically, the water.
And you had batteries that would die.
Yeah, and get wet and corroded because they weren't the best. Super Soaker comes out, Super Soaker 50, which I didn't know. It says it came out in 1982.
Really?
Wow, that is.
I would have
surprise.
never guessed that.
I thought it was later than that,
Hey, I would have guessed like late 80s.
Yeah.
but
At the earliest.
I didn't know this. It says in the early 80s, a rocket scientist named Lonnie Johnson was working on a heat pump system, was testing it in his bathroom. Powerful stream shot from his prototype, and he immediately realized that he could make a great water gun.
That was almost prostate.
Lonnie spent the next 8 years trying to sell his idea. Eventually, Johnson sold the idea to Laramie Toys and released the Power Drencher. Power Drencher wasn't popular at first, but grew significantly when they renamed it to the Super Soaker 50. Since then, there's been hundreds of Super Soaker models. Nerf actually owns the Super Soaker name now.
Hey,
But-
do you owe Wikipedia any rights for just reading that off their page?
No, it's all bull crap anyway. So I don't even know if it's true. I'm reading that off Wiki. But that's very I didn't even know that it was
I would have never guessed
something by a rocket scientist.
Well, or 82.
yeah, 82
no way.
is what I read on here.
So there was the 50, then was there an 80?
Oh man, I remember they just kept coming out
Yeah.
with new numbers. They just
And
kept getting
bigger,
bigger.
bigger. Yeah, bigger
The one with the
vessels.
backpack
Yeah.
where
They were awesome though. I mean, you could
Yeah.
pump that thing up and just
You could peel
shoot.
skin off, man.
It was so cool.
yeah.
I think they're still around, right?
Oh yeah, and it just pumping air. That's all it was, air
Yeah.
pressure. You're like, what?
Duh,
it's
yeah.
amazing that it's not anything new or anything.
Right.
That someone just like,
It's
oh,
science.
it's science. Apparently, a rocket scientist.
I remember going to Toys R Us, or maybe it wasn't even called Toys R Us back then. I don't know. I guess it was.
There's Toys R Us then.
And it was
K-
probably in the
KB Toys at the mall.
maybe.
Maybe in
Toys
KB
was
Toys.
amazing.
I just remember like an entire wall display
Oh, yeah.
of those because it was like summertime, and they were so cool. I had
How much were they? Do you remember?
they weren't cheap, I don't think, but they weren't.
I seem to think the
Crazy.
same thing.
I remember my sister and I both had one.
See, I thought the original, the 50, which was, I thought that was,
The green.
I thought it
was
wasn't
the
that
bottle
expensive.
I think so.
Green? Yeah.
They were pretty cool.
They were awesome.
But those water guns. Do you remember the sprinklers that you'd buy? There was like the wacky.
Yeah,
What was it?
with the hair kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
That would go in different directions.
So I was trying to figure out the name of that stupid sprinkler, and it's the Wacky Water Bug. Or wait,
Yeah.
did I even get
You're
that right?
Yeah.
Willy Water Bug. It wasn't even wacky.
He's so wacky.
Oh crap! I got to a video here.
Damn it.
Damn it.
We had the Wacky Willy water bug
yeah, all it is.
until I don't remember what happened to it.
Well, it had these little tiny little hoses out of its head, which
Yeah.
was like hair. and
Oh,
just
I remember that thing
fling it all
too.
over. Yeah, what's that one called?
Whammo Water Wiggle.
Water Wiggle. Yeah, I remember that.
That thing's like a plastic, like bucket basically that sits on the end of a hose, and it
it just-
shoots out water. But
See,
it,
I remember
it
being
flings all over it.
yeah. I remember being pissed that ours never worked that well. I don't know if we didn't have high enough water pressure for it or what.
Well, I don't know how that didn't just smack kids right in the face, and that's probably why we
Well-
don't see it today.
And that's back in the days of yard darts too. You know.
Jarts, those were amazing.
Darts. Didn't you have a set of those?
You know what's funny? Do you?
What would that be?
It's not really funny at all. I was watching.
You hit Jeff with one?
No, but I was watching one of those shows that, like,
HGTV.
Storage Wars or.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
American Pickers.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
one. They had a box of jarts, and they're like, "Oh man, these have got to be worth a lot." And they're like, "Well, the good news and bad news. These are very rare. They're worth
yeah.
a ton of money, but legally they can't be sold."
Yeah.
Like,
I saw that too.
how is that possible?
Yeah. That's when you put a pencil with it and say you're buying the pencil for $1,000 and you throw in a free pair
Oh,
of yard.
yeah, I guess you could do that. It's
You had
like,
slip and slide on here too.
yeah, and
I always
you're looking
hated
at
this slip and
Crocodile Mile there.
I had slip and slide, and I had a perfect yard for it. God, that was so much fun.
slide. Yeah.
Do you have it going like downhill or yeah? How long? I
It
really
wasn't
didn't
very
have one of those.
10 feet, maybe.
No,
10
it was
feet?
longer than that. I don't know how long it was.
Show
but-
you how long it was.
Why do you have one?
Yeah,
Do you have
in
a
the
slip and
car,
slide?
actually.
Yeah. Oh, I was wondering why you come up with something like that.
Yeah, I was never impressed with slip and slide. You always had to put soap on it.
Did you have to put soap on it?
To go good. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
To overshoot the
Yeah, exactly.
crocodile pit and land in the yard.
Yeah, land in a tree.
Yeah.
Well, like, what was it? Probably a few years ago, down in downtown, they had
Yeah.
like the largest slip
Yeah.
and slide.
Oh, yeah.
What was that called? Something Slide the City?
Yeah, I think it was touring in different
Yeah.
cities. It was like
That looked
each
really
weekend.
cool.
Yeah,
Because
it
you
was
did
really
it in
long.
you did it in inner tubes too. Yeah.
I know at the Warp Tour they would always blow one of those like the bounce houses type thing. It'd be an inflatable one, and it was probably a good 50 feet or so, and you'd slide down it and have a little pool at the end.
What else you got on your?
Oh, he's sick of this. Sick of talking. Well, we went to a concert this weekend.
Oh,
Here
old man
comes the
segment.
old man segment.
Should go see. Oh shit! Never mind. I was gonna try and make an old man joke.
Well,
Oh.
we went to a show that for a band that we've been seeing for the last 20 plus years,
Oh, was this 311
311, and we were excited about going because it was at a small venue,
pageant?
the pageant, and the reason why we were excited about, or I get, well, it was a small venue was part of the reason, but also because we thought we could get in there early, being old like we are, and
Oh,
grab a
sure.
seat.
Yeah.
Because it's general admission.
You
they
gotta
have
sit down.
seats, and they have,
Yeah.
you know,
You got to
we've been to several shows there, and we'd get in early.
feet swell if you stand too long.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we did at Alice in Chains. We did.
we went to. I've been to several
Are you
concerts
gonna
there.
say Alison Krauss?
We,
Yes.
you get in there early. You grab a bar stool, and it's that's ideal for me.
Put your headphones on so it's not too loud.
That's right. Even when I go to see a show at the outdoor Riverport or whatever it's called now, Verizon or whatever, I like to get seats. I
Hell
don't go
yes.
on the lawn.
I agree with
I haven't been
you.
on the lawn in probably 15 years.
Since your pot
or
smoking
more.
days.
Yeah, way back then. So we wait, and we get there super early. My wife and I. This is why we were on vacation last week. We get up there really early. She's like, "We're getting there at 4. We're gonna make sure that we're right up there. We're gonna get in the door. We're gonna."
Because there's no
get a
assigned
seat."
seating, you said,
No
right?
assigned seating.
It's all GA.
So we go and we grab something to eat. We walk in and we gotta stand in this line. Immediately, right off the bat, like 4:15 or 4:30, whatever time it was, something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a little later. I don't know. We had to stand in line to wait to get into the venue.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Yeah,
because
We were busy eating at pie while they were waiting.
yeah,
in
and
line.
I said I'll save you a spot.
Like,
So
all right, great.
They finally open the doors, or whatever time the doors open, and we make our way in, and there was no seating. They removed all the bar stools.
Oh,
all
wow.
The tables
All
and
the chairs were gone.
Everything was gone.
Wow.
It was just a big open room. So I was frustrated because I'm like, shit, I gotta stand here.
My
for the next-
sciatic nerve's gonna bother
Yeah,
me.
I gotta stand for the next 6.5 hours.
I didn't
Oh, that's
bring
gonna
my cane.
suck.
So I don't know why I should have asked somebody why they did that.
Was it
because
just for that show, or
I've been to plenty of other shows there, and that's never been.
I don't
I've never seen
know.
that.
It
Huh.
was sold out. Do you know?
I don't know if maybe they crammed more people in
Yeah,
there because of
yeah.
no stools or whatever.
I don't. Yeah.
Anyway, that sucked. And then, so then I kind of, we found our way to like this corner spot where it was close to the aisle, which was a mistake. But Greg and I stood on the front side of this,
like a little bar counter area.
so we could rest our backs up to it.
Sure.
The ladies were behind us, and they could kind of lean on it. And so we were, standing there for several hours. The first two shows were good, first two acts. But as the night went on, God, I just could not. I was so bored. I just couldn't handle it anymore, and I was in pain. And then I started getting beer spilled on me.
Yeah.
This girl walks up the stairs alongside me and just trips and spills her beer
Whoa,
all over the side of
jeez.
me and blames the guy in front of her. I overreacted. I was like, "Oh, come on!" And she's like, "I'm sorry."
You shouldn't
She's
have punched her.
toweling
That
me
was a
off.
little weird.
Oh God, it was. And then so dry out from that, and then the guy or somebody next to us is spilling beer on the ground. And
Oh yeah,
it's
they
like,
kept.
I'm
he
wearing
was-
flip
the whole
flops.
time. He's like,
Leaning on you? What the hell? Trying to get more room or what?
This is good video.
the whole time he's like rubbing on me. Like, there was not 1 second where this guy isn't touching me. I'm like, I don't know what you're doing. I am. My back is to the bar.
The rail, yeah.
I cannot move. And
Was he next to you then?
yeah, he was kind of next to me, and he couldn't sit still either. He kept like doing his little back dance, and man, he
turned to me at one point and he goes, "I want to punch this."
I'm like,
I never seen him so angry.
I was
Really?
He was so big. He was like Red Ross, man. He was ready to.
When I'm in a crowd or whatever, I've got my own little space, and I'm here, and I'm not touching you, so you don't touch me. That's kind of how I feel.
Unless I give you the eyes and then you can touch me.
Well, yeah. And that's pretty much, I think that's kind of a universal American thing. We're in a crowd.
He
We
wasn't
don't need to
American.
touch.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
I don't know.
Okay.
Ugh.
He's Canadian?
So I called,
Probably.
I called
more
Border Patrol.
south of there,
no.
more south of the U.S. Yeah.
So yeah, he kept, and then
Brazilian.
at one point, I'm like getting so pissed because his back is leaning on my arm the whole time,
Maybe you were comfortable.
and well, I kept moving and stuff. Like, get off,
Get off!
So at one point, I like push forward as hard as I can, kind of jerk him forward, and go
And that's
act like
when
I'm clapping for.
that's when the mosh pit started. Greg was in the middle of it. But through it all, we just kind of realized that it was just
We're like,
Wait, can I say it?
yeah.
You hate crowds now. Welcome
No.
to my club.
No.
I've been to lots of concerts, and I usually have a good time whenever I can sit back and relax and
Sure.
just enjoy
yeah,
the
I
show.
wouldn't say that. I could, if we were up on the balcony in one of the seats up there, we would have been.
We were so
perfectly
envious
fine.
of the people sitting in the seats
Were those
above us.
different
They were-
price levels, I
yeah,
guess?
and they weren't available when we purchased the
Yeah.
tickets.
Gotcha.
But I kind of see it as a passing of the torch because my oldest son went. The
Oh,
old
really?
man,
Yeah.
actually. And he had a great time. He was just so excited. He got so there's you can go down really low.
The pit?
The pit, I
Yeah.
guess, yeah. When you're, and it was like all ages were down there, so he couldn't come up where we were. He stayed down there with his friend, and he loved it. He was like 2 rows deep, and he was right next to the stage. He thought it was awesome, and he was just jumping around, having a great time. But so I'm like, okay, that's a sign.
Yeah.
It's time for him to go and experience what I used to. Obviously,
He can take Lori in the future.
so what she
Well-
said, she goes, "That's from now on. It's just me and Caleb."
Well, you'd think like some of those bands that we enjoyed when we were younger, we would assume that eventually all the crowds would dip
Yeah.
off and there'd be just older crowd
Yeah.
there.
We'd all sit back and
Yeah, we'd
sip
all
our
just
beer, sip our,
But I
$6
guess
beers.
311 still got a following, and
and it's getting more youthful.
yeah, it's getting more youthful, and we're fans of them from all their old 90s stuff, and they didn't play they played like 8 probably, I think it was 8 new songs. I'm like, 8 new songs? You know, out of, that's like a third of their show, all new crap that
Stuff
no one
you
knows.
can't get into,
Yeah.
You know, and this album just came out last week, so
So yeah, it's time to
Watch Palladia at home and
Right. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
well,
boys. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. We're
That's
right
about
at an hour.
Yep. It was 5:20 when we started.
5:18.
Oh.
518. Well, as always, you can subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher. You can listen to us. Sometimes, apparently, we're on the Beer 30 stream, and that's what we're doing this week because Facebook kind of crapped out for us. But normally, we're on Facebook. Find all our social links at stuckinbetapodcast.com. And also, please, why don't you send out some comments, email, tell us how bad we're doing or how good we're doing at stuckinbetapodcast@gmail.com. So that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a good one. Bye.
See ya.